What if Thanksgiving is more than just a day to eat and be with family? Imagine a celebration that goes deeper, rooted in traditions that are centuries old. Today we'll uncover the rich history of Thanksgiving, not just as a holiday, but as a way to express true gratitude from a biblical perspective. In this video, we'll explore how the Bible lays a strong foundation for giving thanks. We'll look at how Thanksgiving began, why it matters, and how can we bring its deep, meaningful principles into our lives today. Whether you're celebrating around a table or reflecting on the year's blessings, Thanksgiving has much more to offer than we might think. Chapter 1: Biblical Foundations of Gratitude. Gratitude has deep roots in the Bible, starting from the very first books. In the Old Testament, gratitude is not just a nice feeling, it's a way to connect with God. Psalm 100 verse 4 tells us, "Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name." This verse shows that when we come to God, we should always come with a thankful heart. It's like being invited to a special place where gratitude is the key to enter. 1 Chronicles chapter 16 verse 34 says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." This verse highlights that God's goodness is constant and his love never fades. It reminds us to always be thankful, knowing that God's love and goodness are there for us every single day, no matter what we face. In the New Testament, the theme of gratitude continues with powerful messages. In 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 18, it reads, "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." This verse teaches us that gratitude should be a part of our lives, even when things are not going as planned. It encourages us to find reasons to be thankful, no matter what is happening around us. Colossians chapter 3 verse 17 further emphasizes this point. "And whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him." Here, the Bible calls for gratitude in every part of our lives. Whether we're working, speaking, or simply spending time with others, everything should be done with a thankful heart. These verses remind us that gratitude is not limited to a special day like Thanksgiving. Instead, it's a constant attitude, a way of life that brings us closer to God and each other. Chapter 2: The History and Christian Roots of Thanksgiving. The story of Thanksgiving starts with a group of people known as the Pilgrims. In 1620, these pilgrims left England in search of a place where they could freely practice their faith. They endured a long and challenging journey across the Atlantic Ocean on a ship called the Mayflower, eventually landing at a place now known as Plymouth, in present-day Massachusetts. Their first winter was harsh, and many of them faced sickness and hunger. However, their faith kept them strong, and with the help of the Native Americans, they learned how to grow crops and survive in their new home. In the autumn of 1621, the Pilgrims decided to celebrate their first successful harvest. They invited their Native American friends, who had helped them, to join in the feast. This event is considered the first Thanksgiving. It was a time of gratitude for the food they had grown and the new friendships they had formed. Their faith was central to the celebration, as they believed that their survival and harvest were blessings from God. The Pilgrims' faith played a significant role in their daily lives and influenced their celebrations. They saw Thanksgiving as a way to express their gratitude to God for his guidance and provision. Their religious beliefs shaped the way they lived, worked, and celebrated. As time went on, Thanksgiving began to evolve. In 1789, George Washington, the first president of the United States, declared a national day of Thanksgiving. He wanted to set aside a day for people to give thanks for their blessings and to acknowledge God's hand in their lives. Later, in 1863, during the Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln made a Thanksgiving proclamation, setting aside the last Thursday of November as a national holiday to foster unity and gratitude among Americans. Today, Thanksgiving has grown into a national holiday celebrated by people of many different backgrounds. While it still holds religious significance for many, it has also become a time for families and friends to come together, share a meal, and express gratitude for all they have. This evolution shows how Thanksgiving has maintained its roots in gratitude, while also becoming a celebration that everyone can enjoy, regardless of their faith. Thanksgiving continues to be a reminder of the importance of gratitude, both in good times and in challenging ones, drawing from its rich history and the deep faith of those who first celebrated it. Chapter 3. Thanksgiving in Times of Trial. Throughout history, the Bible shows us examples of gratitude in the most challenging times. One such story is that of Job, a man known for his unwavering faith. Job faced immense loss. He lost his wealth, his children, and even his health. Yet, despite all these hardships, Job remained grateful to God. In Job chapter 1 verse 21 he said, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised." Job's story teaches us that even when everything seems lost, faith and gratitude can be a source of strength. He showed that praising God is not just for the good times, but also for the difficult moments when faith is most needed. Another powerful example comes from the story of Paul and Silas. These two men were thrown into prison for spreading the message of God. Yet, instead of giving in to fear or despair, they chose to pray and sing hymns, even in the middle of the night. Acts chapter 16 verse 25 says, "About midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the other prisoners were listening to them. Their voices carried hope in the darkness, and their gratitude in the face of adversity inspired others around them." This story reminds us that gratitude can bring light, even in the darkest places. The story of Daniel is another powerful lesson. Daniel was a man of prayer and devotion. When a law was passed that made it illegal to pray to anyone but the king, Daniel did not hide his faith. Instead, he continued to pray 3 times a day, giving thanks to God, just as he had always done. Daniel chapter 6 verse 10 tells us, "Now, when Daniel learned that the decree had been published, he went home to his upstairs room where the windows opened toward Jerusalem. 3 times a day, he got down on his knees and prayed, giving thanks to his God, just as he had done before." Even when facing the threat of being thrown into a lion's den, Daniel remained firm in his faith, showing that gratitude is a choice we can make, no matter what we face. These stories from the Bible remind us that gratitude is not dependent on our circumstances. It's a choice to remain thankful, to trust in a greater purpose, and to hold on to faith. Whether we face loss, hardship, or uncertainty, the spirit of gratitude can carry us through. These examples encourage us to see that even in the most difficult times, there's always a reason to give thanks and to trust that brighter days will come. Chapter 4. Modern Christian Practices of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a time when many Christian families come together to reflect on their blessings and express their gratitude to God. Across the world, families have unique ways of celebrating this special day. Some families start their Thanksgiving by attending a church service in the morning, while others begin with a prayer around the table, thanking God for His love and provision. Many families have traditions that have been passed down through generations. They might read Bible verses about gratitude or share stories of what they are thankful for. These moments help to bring family members closer and keep the spirit of gratitude alive in their hearts. Churches also play a big role in celebrating Thanksgiving. Many churches hold special Thanksgiving services where people come together to worship, sing songs of praise, and give thanks as a community. These services often include sermons about the importance of gratitude, not just on Thanksgiving, but every day. After the service, many churches host a community meal where everyone is welcome to join. It's a time of fellowship, sharing, and coming together as one family in faith. This not only helps to strengthen the bonds within the church, but also reaches out to those who might be alone or in need during the holiday season. One way to make Thanksgiving more spiritually enriching is by keeping a gratitude journal. This simple practice involves writing down things you're thankful for each day during the Thanksgiving season. It could be something as small as a kind word from a friend, or as big as a new opportunity in life. Keeping a gratitude journal helps you to focus on the good, even when life is challenging. It's a way to remind yourself daily of God's blessings and to cultivate a heart of thankfulness. Another meaningful way to celebrate Thanksgiving is through acts of service. Many Christians use this time to give back to their communities by volunteering at soup kitchens, donating to those in need, and helping out at local charities. Serving others is a powerful way to show gratitude in action. Thanksgiving is more than just a holiday. It's an opportunity to grow closer to God, connect with others, and spread kindness and love. Whether through family traditions, church gatherings, gratitude journals, or acts of service, there are many ways to make this season meaningful and spiritually enriching. By keeping the focus on gratitude, we can find joy in giving thanks and sharing our blessings with others. Chapter 5: The Power of Gratitude. Spiritual and Scientific Insights. Gratitude is not just a nice feeling, it's a powerful spiritual practice. The Bible teaches us that gratitude can bring peace and calm to our hearts. In Philippians chapter 4 verses 6 to 7 it says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." This verse reminds us to bring all our worries to God, but also to thank Him in every situation. When we do this, it helps us feel less anxious and more at peace. Gratitude helps us trust that God is in control even when things are hard, and it keeps us focused on His love and goodness. Gratitude does not just have spiritual benefits, it also has real effects on our bodies and minds. Scientists have found that being grateful can actually make us healthier. Studies show that people who regularly practice gratitude feel happier, less stressed, and more satisfied with life. Gratitude can help lower blood pressure, improve sleep, and boost our immune system. When we focus on the good things, it releases chemicals in the brain that make us feel happier and more positive. It's like giving our brain a natural boost, helping us to handle stress better and feel more relaxed. The benefits of gratitude are so powerful that even a small practice can make a big difference. Keeping a gratitude journal, where you write down a few things you're thankful for each day, can change how you feel and think. Sharing gratitude with others, like telling someone why you appreciate them, can strengthen relationships and spread joy. When we choose to focus on gratitude, we help to build a habit that can make us stronger and healthier, both inside and out. If you're enjoying this journey into the true meaning of Thanksgiving, we'd love for you to be a part of our community. Hit the subscribe button now and stay connected with us as we share more stories that inspire and uplift. Don't miss out on our future videos. Join us today. Chapter 6: Stories and Examples. One of the most famous figures in American history, George Washington, played a key role in the history of Thanksgiving. In 1789, Washington issued the first national Thanksgiving proclamation. He asked Americans to set aside a day for giving thanks and prayer. Washington understood the importance of gratitude. He believed that, as a nation, people should thank God for the many blessings they have received, including peace, safety, and prosperity. Washington's own life was marked by his deep faith and gratitude. Even in times of great difficulty, like during the Revolutionary War, he often wrote in his letters about being thankful for God's guidance and protection. Many people around the world show gratitude through their actions, making a positive difference in their communities. Take, for example, modern-day heroes like community leaders who dedicate their lives to serving others. They may run local food banks, organize cleanup drives, or volunteer in hospitals. Their actions come from a place of thankfulness for what they have and a desire to give back. These individuals often say that serving others fills their hearts with joy and gives them a sense of purpose. Gratitude is not just a feeling. It's something we can practice every day by helping others and being kind. When community leaders take steps to make a difference, they show us that being thankful can lead to real change. From small acts of kindness to organizing big events, these modern-day heroes inspire others to live with gratitude and compassion. They remind us that when we're thankful for what we have, we often feel moved to share it with others. Whether it's a famous figure from history or an ordinary person making a difference today, these stories teach us that gratitude has the power to transform our lives and communities. When we choose to be grateful, we spread hope, kindness, and love, making the world a better place for everyone. As we come to the end of this journey, let's take a moment to reflect on what Thanksgiving truly means. It's not just about the food or the traditions, it's about the deeper values that have shaped this holiday from the beginning. Thanksgiving's roots are grounded in biblical principles of gratitude, a history of faith and resilience, and modern practices that continue to reflect Christian values. These are the elements that make Thanksgiving a day of true significance. Now, I invite you to think about your own Thanksgiving traditions. How can you bring more gratitude and faith into your celebrations? Maybe it's through a simple prayer of thanks, sharing stories of what you're grateful for, or finding ways to serve others. Whatever it may be, remember that gratitude is a powerful tool that can transform not just this day, but your entire life. Thank you for joining us in exploring the true meaning of Thanksgiving and its connection to faith. If you found this video insightful, we'd love for you to share it with others, leave a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay connected with our community. We're here to share stories that inspire and uplift, and we're so glad to have you with us on this journey. Until next time, stay blessed, stay thoughtful, and keep nurturing a heart full of gratitude.